Welcome to Get to Love Africa. Today we learn a few words from 3 Bantu languages. But before we jump right into it, here are a few things to note about the large group of languages that are known as Bantu, simply translated, the people. The word Bantu is derived from the vast number of languages which are related and referred to as the Niger-Congo family. You find the words Batu, Bantu, Batu, Bamtu, and words like that, all meaning the people. These languages are spoken in 27 of Africa's 54 countries. It's very hard to estimate how many Bantu languages exist due to how you define one language versus its dialect. The estimate, however, is somewhat between 440 and 680. Today, we take a look at three languages, namely Lingala, which is spoken in Congo and DRC, Kinyarwanda, which is mainly spoken in Rwanda, but also in Burundi, and lastly Zulu or Isizulu, spoken in South Africa. Let's look at how some people in these countries mentioned above refer to their family members. Mind you, typically in Bantu families, your mother's sister is considered your mother, and her children, your siblings. Same applies to your father's brother and his children. Also, the words used may change depending on who you are talking to or referring to. In other words, or for example, where you can say Nyogokuru or Nyirakuru. Both words referring to the same person, but depending on who you're speaking to in Kinyarwanda. Now let's jump right into the learning. Mother. In Zulu, you say Nyoko or Mama. In Kinyarwanda, you will say Mama Unyoko. And in Lingala, you will say Mama. Mind the color coding. Brown would be for Isizulu, gray, Kinyarwanda, and orange would be for Lingala. Now let's go to father. Father in Zulu, Baba or Yise. Kinyarwanda, Dawe, Data, Ise or Iso. In Lingala, Tata. Brother. In Zulu, we say Mfowethu. In Kinyarwanda, we say Mukuru, Mukuru Munya, or Musaza, depending on who you speak to, whether it's your brother or your sister, you being either a female or a male, or whether you're talking about them. Ndeko or Yaya in Lingala. Sister in Zulu would be Dade. In Kinyarwanda, Umushiki or Umurumana. In Lingala, Yaya, Ndeko or Mwasi. All these words are dependent, mind you. And then your cousin in Zulu would be Mzala. In Kinyarwanda, Mubiara, and in Lingala would be Indeko. This word also refers to your sibling. Grandmother in Zulu, Gogo. In Kinyarwanda, Nyogokuru. In Lingala, Mama Koko. And Koko in Lingala refers to your grandparents. So Mama Koko would be your grandmother. And Tata Koko would be your grandfather. In Zulu, grandfather is Mkulu. In Kinyarwanda, Sogokuru. Your aunt. This will depend on whether your aunt is your maternal aunt or your paternal aunt. Now, your maternal aunt would be Mamncane or Mamkulu, depending on whether they are younger than your mother or older than your mother. The Ma is for mother, and Ngane for younger, and Kulu for elder. So Mamncane or Mamkulu. Same applies to Kinyarwanda, where you refer to your aunt from your mother's side as Nyoko or Mama. But then when you're talking to somebody else to make a difference, you'd say Mama Wachu or Nyoko Wachu. And in Lingala, You have Mamaleki or Mama Kulutu. Mamaleki being your mother's younger sister, and Mama Kulutu being your mother's older sister. And come to your paternal aunt. In Zulu, it's Babekazi. In Kinyarwanda, Masenge. In Lingala, Tatamwasi. Uncle, this also depends on whether it's your maternal uncle or your paternal uncle. Your maternal uncle would be Malume in Zulu, Marume in Kinyarwanda, and Noko in Lingala. Your paternal uncle would be Babomncane or Babomkhulu in Zulu. This also telling you whether they are older than your father or younger than your father. In Kinyarwanda would be Tatawashu, and then in Lingala, this would be Tataleki or Tatakulutu, depending on whether they are younger than your father or older than your father. I hope you enjoyed this excerpt from 3 languages in Africa, 3 Bantu languages in Africa. Join us next time for another language group.